Thank you for tuning in to another episode of On the Back Burner podcast. I'm Jessica and I'll be your speaker for this episode. I just closed down the art gallery, looking at all the cool art, and I'm very thankful today. I'm grateful for the conversations that I've had, people who are wanting to share the art, who appreciate art, and seeing things come together is just so inspiring. This weekend, Saturday, we have 4th Eye Art coming, 4 to 7. Sean Snyder is from Plymouth, Indiana. He's been with Digital Wolf magazine for a little while. He was in the last edition. We wrote a story about him, and he had some pieces in the previous edition as well. Sean says, ask any artist, musician, or athlete. They didn't wake up with some special gift one day. They put in endless hours, days, weeks, months, and years of hard work to develop their craft. Everyone is capable of that. So join us this weekend, 4 to 7. We're going to have live music. Brady Cox from Argus, Indiana, it will be joining us. Let 4th Eye's art twist on imagery, shock your intrigue, and allow that provoking aesthetic to implore your perspective toward what the art has for you. You can find Sean's work on Facebook and Instagram at 4th Eye Art. It's FORTHEYEART. And you can read about his story if you go to digitalwolfnetwork.com and click on Untold Stories. You can either search 4th Eye Art, or you can go to the 6th edition, and he is there. We're working on the 7th edition called Art Beats Stigma, and this weekend I got to meet Bella Galentine, whose art will be on the cover of the 7th edition, and it is so beautiful. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll get to see a photo of it. But she is a beautiful person. She's so talented, and I just feel like she's going to really help people with her art. And I really enjoyed listening to her talk about each piece and how it inspired her. And there's a lot of emotional pieces, and I think that we need to share more of these types because, you know, a lot of people do go through things, and for some reason looking at art and how people create is so therapeutic, and it helps, what we say, beats the stigma of dealing with mental health or some substance abuse issues or hurts. And so I'm very thankful for someone like Bella, who is using her art to be therapy for herself and for others. We met at this place called ARTLINK in Clarksville, Tennessee. It's a non-profit studio where you can go paint, you can draw. They have this really cool, it's like nail polish art. I can't remember what it's called, I'm sorry, but it's really cool. And then they do music lessons, and in the basement they have ukuleles and guitars hanging up, and there's artwork everywhere, and people pay to put their art in the wall, and you just come in and look at it, buy it, do a class. They have different crafts of the day. There's some really neat things going on. And I get next door, Maria owns No Regrets Tattoo, and that's something Bella is actually interested in, wanting to be a tattoo artist. And I think that's with her style and I don't know, everything about it. I just think it's perfect. I just think it's so neat. So thank you so much for meeting me, Bella. I think you're amazing. The edition Art Beats Stigma will be released on April 30th at the Native Nook's 1-year anniversary party. Everything just really ties in when it comes to the gallery, the podcast, and the magazine, because this all started with the magazine. The people feature we call Creative Natives, and now these Creative Natives host and feature and showcase their artwork and creative sides in the Native Nook. So it's a nook for these artists and creators to sell or display their artwork. I did end up saying artwork and pieces a lot, so it's just kind of, it catches you off guard, especially when you're talking to yourself. But hey, that's all part of it, isn't it? But I think, you know, with it being a little bit more real and not so structured, some things you'll read, some things you'll, you know, be on a whim, but, you know, over time it gets a little easier. So I appreciate everybody who's listening and ignores my ands, ums, and so's. Our next event coming up is in March. It's March 26th for a Barrett Photo and Design. There'll be live music with the Chokers, and you'll get to see some awesome stuff. They make t-shirts and keychains and do laser etching and wood. There's all kinds of cool stuff, and I don't know what they're bringing yet, so you'll just have to be there and find out. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Thank you again to Adam Gundrum. He is from Logansport, Indiana. He's allowing us to be playing his songs in our intro. And at the end of each episode, we plan to allow you to listen to the rest of the song, or you can go to YouTube. This song is from the album called Pineapple, called Glitter Bruise.